Hey guys, Malcolm here. I've always wondered, why do people run YouTube ads? Like, what does paying for ads get you? So, we're gonna try it. I'm gonna spend $100 to run an ad for my channel, just to see what it does. Before we begin, let's level set. How's my channel doing right now? To figure that out, we need to take a look at the YouTube creator dashboard. If we look at my dashboard for 2021, we can see that I've accrued 901 views and 119.1 hours of watch time. We can also take a look at my subscriber count on Social Blade. It grew some at the beginning, and grew a little bit more when I started uploading chess videos. Right now, I'm at 16 subscribers. My numbers are way below the YouTube monetization threshold. You can see that you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time in the last year to turn on monetization. So this is basically just a free hobby project for me right now. So that's where we're starting from. Pretty modest, but that's fair given the content I put out right now. I just do this for fun after all. To set up a YouTube pre-roll ad, you need to make a video. Ordinarily, if you want to be really successful, you make 3 and test them against each other. But
ain't nobody got time for that.
So I'm going to make one sincere minute-long video and see how that goes. You can find that video linked in the description. It's not amazing, but it only took about 45 minutes to make. So now that I have the video, we need to set it up as an ad. To do that, we go to the Google Ads dashboard and create a new campaign. There's a lot of interesting detail about how you can set it up. I've linked a guide that I found useful below, but you can also just see how I set it up on screen. Basically, I targeted people aged 18 to 54 of all genders in English-speaking countries with keyword topics about gaming, chess, and role-playing games. I set the ad to run for 5 days at $20 a day average. With that, I hit continue and waited for it to start running the next day. The ad ran for the last 5 days. How did we do? First of all, the watch numbers are hilarious. It outperforms my regular numbers so hard it's comical. It turns out, if you pay to get your content seen, it will get seen. But besides getting our ads watched a bunch, was there any tangible benefit? Let's look at the ad performance numbers. In total, my ad was started about 9,500 times, and it was run about 3.3 thousand times at a cost of $100. For all that exposure we got, 24 clicks. But did any impact show up on my YouTube channel, the thing we were advertising? Kind of, actually. I went from 16 subscribers to 31, almost doubling. It's going to take a little while to see if any of them actually watch anything, and I kind of doubt they will. This doesn't seem like the best way to grow a Let's Play channel to me. But we can at least say that a metric went up, so it wasn't a total waste. I even got a comment from someone I suspect found my channel via the ad. Shout out to Tilt Swing if you're watching. So what are the takeaways here? I started this experiment without a clear goal. I just wanted to see how YouTube advertising worked. Maybe I thought it would grow my channel a little bit, but even that isn't a goal in and of itself unless you know why you're trying to grow your channel. Are you trying to make money? Are you trying to become internet famous? I'm not really sure that I'm trying to do either of those things right now. But at least in that case, it would make sense to aim for unrestrained growth. But if I was trying to do that, I would structure my content very differently. Let's Play channels are a dime a dozen, and charming though I may be, I don't have any real differentiators that would pull people in. I'm just a pleasant dude playing a game. More than anything, this experience has 2 main takeaways for me. 1, I learned a lot about the platform and how to be successful. I'm pretty confident that if I changed my approach, I could become much more successful from a metric standpoint. But the second big takeaway is I learned a little bit about why I publish videos on YouTube. I have a job where I make plenty of money, so I don't need YouTube or Twitch or anything else to be a moneymaker for me. I mean, it'd be nice if it was, but it doesn't really matter that it is. And I know that I could upload higher effort content in order to get more views and get more subscriptions, but I don't want to do that. The channel isn't really about trying to grow really large. It's about me. Here's the core problem that I think I'm trying to solve. I am an extrovert who likes introvert hobbies. I like single-player games, and I like chess right now. And it's hard to share those with people because it's just a thing that I do alone. I also don't take a diary or take a lot of photos when I go out and do things. I find that I regret not having done it when I look back at the past, but I don't have a ton of interest in photography or journaling or blogging. They're just not for me. So, at least for now, this channel is just a little slice of life for me to look back on someday. And it's a way to share my single-player game experiences with other people. That's why I stream on Twitch. I'm an extrovert. I want to interact. I want to share. That's also why I love reading all of your comments, which, side note, comment down below. Let me leave you with the story of how I got into watching Let's Plays on YouTube. The summer after my sophomore year of college, I interned for Bank of America in Manhattan. But I was a broke college kid, so I lived way far out in Flushing, Queens. I lived in a tiny room in a really hot house with no AC in a summer where something like 400 people died from heat stroke. It was ridiculous. I didn't have any money, so I had to commute 3 hours every day for work, and I was working 10 to 12 hour days. It was a really hard summer for me. But One of the most pleasant memories I have from that summer was finding a small Let's Play channel playing through the game The Last of Us, which is a very sweet RPG about a zombie apocalypse, but really about a surrogate father and a surrogate daughter building a relationship. Sadly, I can't even find that YouTube channel anymore. I watched it, I think, over 8 years ago at this point, and I can't find it in my history. When I'd come home from work after a really long day and it was too hot to sleep, I'd prop my laptop by my bed and I'd watch an episode or two of this Let's Play until exhaustion would finally take over. In the morning, I would go back to what I last remembered and I would rewatch so that I could stay up to date. And I watched through the entire playthrough. It wasn't an amazing channel. This wasn't like the pinnacle of the craft. This person didn't have a bajillion subscribers. I don't even remember why I picked that one in particular. I think it was just because the person had a British accent. But it was an anchor at the end of what were otherwise really, really hard days for me. Anyways, maybe I'll never become popular. Maybe I'm the only person that'll ever watch. And if that's all that ever happens, that's great. I know what I'm getting out of this. But for now, at least in the back of my mind, I'd like to hope just a little bit that someone out there someday might like watching. See you next time, guys.